People don't understand that you don't have to be a major artist to have some brands behind you. User generated content, like you can really just DM or email your favorite brand and say, hey, I use your products. Here's a few videos on this. Boom, you got $5,000 right there, $1,000
That's a
right
gem
there.
right there.
So,
Everybody
yeah,
listening, that's a gem.
for sure, for sure.
I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a.
What's up? What's up? You are now listening to FYI FLI the podcast, and I'm your host Hassan Thomas, along with Remy, and we are here to share tools on how millennials can budget, save, invest, and understand student debt and credit to achieve financial freedom. If you're a high school student, college student, or someone who's interested in gaining more financial insight, this podcast is for you.
I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna give me a bag. I'm tryna.
What's up, my FYI Fly folks out there? How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing all right. Welcome to the FYI Fly podcast. My name is Hassan Thomas, aka the kid that did and the man that can, baby. And I'm here with the Flies co-host around Remy G, aka Mr. Make a Play. Man, who we chopping it up with today,
songwriter,
bro?
and business owner. Out of Philly, currently in Atlanta. Everybody give it up for Miss Mare. Welcome to the FYI Fly podcast.
What's up? Thank you guys for having me. I'm super excited.
Yes, ma'am. We super excited to have you here. I've been following you for a little minute, been seeing some great things that you've been doing. Also saw you started your own business, so I got to give you some claps and some snaps for that. That's hard.
Thank you.
Because really here on FYI Fly, we like to skip the fluff and get right into the good stuff. So the first thing I want to know is, what makes you and your sound different and unique from the rest of the musicians out there, in your opinion?
Definitely. I would say, so I coined myself as the R&B storyteller for a reason.
Pop your stuff,
just because of how much I love. I mean, it is what it is. If you listen to my music, you'll know everything I do, I tell a story. I love to write. I love film. And so on my music videos, I like to really just merge the two industries of movies, TV, and music. But what makes me different is I'm different. You know, my story is unique. My lens is unique. So what I put to the pen, what I put to the paper is going to be uniquely me. So that's pretty much it. That's what I rock with.
Okay, so your authentic self, putting it out there and just letting it be what it is. It is what it is.
For sure. I think people try too hard to be different sonically, but you're different. I can tell the same story that, Beyonce says, that Kehlani says, but if I do it my way, I'm automatically.
And talking about your page, when viewing it, one of the many things that stood out was the content, promotions, and engagement that you actually have with your audience. So can you talk to us on how important it is to engage with them and promote your stuff?
Oh, for sure. That's super important, especially today with the age of social media. I know everybody chases a viral moment, but I kind of try to do the opposite, because you want people that will stand by you throughout your entire journey and have some longevity in your career. So making sure that you're actually getting to know the people that rocking with you in your music and creating posts and creating content that they can interact with, so that they can be like, okay, her music is not just good, but she's cool. Like, I like her vibe. I like what she does outside of music. Let me get to know the artist.
Okay.
That's how you get people to follow you throughout your whole journey.
When did you first have the realization of like, oh, I'm really like that, I could make something with this singing stuff? Like, what was that like for you?
Yeah, that crazy question. But truthfully, when I gained confidence in my artistry was college. Like, I really was playing the background for so long because of fear, because of just being nervous. But I went to Hampton University. Shout out to
the HBCU.
For sure. Going to an HBCU, being around other young Black people, making things happen for themselves, like being confident. I'm like, oh, all right, they doing this. I can do this too. So, and just for sure, having those people like rally around me and support me in all the local shows, I was like, all right, I can really take this somewhere.
No, that's amazing to have that supportive, tight knit group that you can really rock with. And I think that's huge. Like, I want to know, like, what was your first performance like? Like, what was that like for you?
Yeah. My first performance as Mare the singer was definitely college. I think it was like my sophomore year, and oh my God, I was so nervous. But I'm in a sorority, but I wasn't even in a sorority yet. I didn't really know anybody. People didn't know me, and I just got on that stage, and by the end of that show, everybody knew my name. Like, it was probably 100 kids. I forget how I even got the opportunity, but ever since then, that's how I made a singer. They were like, "Oh, you're the girl who sing. Like, you married a singer." And I was like, "Let me change my name on Instagram real quick."
That's smart. That's what people typing in right there, Mare the singer. So it automatically come up. That's really smart. Talk a little bit about how you got over that stage fright, because right now, from what I've seen, your stage presence is like, hey, you ready to blow for real. So talk a little bit about that and like how you got over that for
Yeah,
everybody listening.
I appreciate that. Honestly, I still get nervous. I feel like if you don't get nervous about something important, then you don't really care.
Hmm.
Then you're not passionate about it. But how I kind of jump over that fear is really just being myself. Like I know a lot of artists you hear they have an alter ego. Like Mare the singer is probably different than Mare because I just turn that switch on. I'm like, all right, you here
Yeah.
to give the people a show. You here to be
Yeah.
authentically you and just
Okay.
tell your
Okay.
story. So yeah.
And I can even tell you, because I've, started since 2020, I've started speaking to larger crowds and things of that nature. And I just told Remy this. So before I would be nervous, but when I
Mhm.
realized I really know this information, I really know the financial
Right.
industry, I really know the game. So it's not about me anymore. It's about the
Mhm.
audience and them walking away with some type of information, some type of thing that they can actually grasp. So that kind of took like I of course still get nervous, but like when I'm thinking about it,
Mhm.
I'm like it's not about me anymore. It's about them. So that kind of
Yes.
takes the pressure off me personally.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So
Yeah, for sure.
we have a
Hmm.
very passionate and innovative audience that listen to this show. What would you say has been your biggest lesson that you've learned since you started your music career? Just drop a gem real quick.
Okay. Number one lesson is definitely discipline.
Mm.
A dream
Okay.
is going to always be a dream until you put some action behind
Talk
it.
that.
And I've had I've had to learn that the hard way of just like, oh, I want this to happen, but nobody's going to make it happen for you. You know, nobody is going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself. So you really got to, put that action behind what you say you want
Hmm.
and not give up on yourself. I've been doing music for almost 7 years professionally and haven't given up and continuing to grow and elevate myself. It's you versus you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You can't really
Okay.
look left or
Okay.
right. So, yeah.
Big facts. You versus you, and that's what I felt like the other day. I was like, I really don't even feel in the competition with nobody. Like, I want to wake up, and I want to talk to you about this as well. Like, this year I haven't set too many goals for real because I
Hmm.
just want to wake up, do the best I can, and then let God do the rest for
Hmm.
real. Like, cause I feel like with the goals,
Amen.
you could set it, and if you don't hit it, you really feel bad about it. But if you said
Mm,
it, you could limit yourself and you could really be up there, you know what I'm saying? So talk to us. Do
for
you do
sure.
goal setting? Like what is that creative process for you?
Hmm.
Are you a manifester?
Hmm.
Talk to us about that.
For sure. I'm a little bit of both. I'm looking at my goal list right now as
Okay.
you said that. I do goals just because I'm so everywhere as a creative and a creative thinker that I have to literally write down what I want to see happen or I will jump to everything. But
Hmm.
kind of opposite to your point, I'll set my goals super high because that way if I don't hit it, at least I'm right under it. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you.
So it's like if I set an unrealistic goal, but damn, I'm happy with what I came out with because, I didn't
Okay.
think I was going to get that
Yeah.
far, if that makes sense. So,
No, that
You shoot
that
for
yeah.
the
definitely
stars,
makes
you'll
sense. What
land
they
on the
say,
moon, baby. Yes, sir.
shoot for the appreciate you. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So we got a couple more questions for you. This is FYI Fly, a show about financial literacy, which in its simplicity means understanding not only how to budget your money, but being able to grow your money effectively and efficiently. So, Mary, give us one positive money habit you have and one negative money habit. Talk to us.
Hmm.
Authentic selves,
Yes.
Yeah,
authentic
man, that
talk
yin and
to
that
us.
yang.
Okay.
That.
Yeah. I would say definitely one positive is that I
Okay.
do budget. I do write down a budget.
Okay.
As a business owner and just as a brand, you have to kind of put your things on paper and put your things in play or else, as an independent artist, that budget gets crazy,
Hmm.
so I have to be on track of that, of knowing what I'm going to spend and really being strict. The negative I would say is sometimes I don't always follow my
Yeah.
budget. Like, I will say this is for music production, this is for videos, or this is for my personal
Hmm.
business or whatever. And some things I might want to do a little trip and now the video budget got cut.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
so
okay.
Okay.
for sure that balance.
Nah, that's really what it's all about, that balance, especially with you, being a business owner. We can't have you on here because this is FY Fly, like bro said, a show about money, entrepreneurship, and investing. And we can't have you on here without
Mhm.
talking about your business. It's Seven Styles Hair Company, correct?
Correct,
Okay,
correct.
what's that process been like for you creating that, and what was the inspiration behind
Hmm.
that? Talk to us.
Definitely. And so for all of the listeners, I am a new business owner. Music has always been my first business, but branching out in entrepreneurship to another industry has definitely been a major learning experience. So for anybody who wants to start a business, do it, do it, do it. Just do your research first.
Hmm.
Like I said, being an independent artist and choosing the independent route over label. It's expensive. And I kind of found myself going through the motions of, dang, every time I got a show, every time I got a video, I got to do my hair, I got to find somebody, this city,
Yeah.
that city. And I was like, what can I do for myself that can also help other content creators, other artists, just other people doing it on their own? And so I came up with 7 styles. My birthday is 7/7, so everything I do has a 7 in it. But the whole premise of it was just having a do-it-yourself kind of easy application for not just women, but people who want, that luxury experience, but you might be balling on a budget, or you need to maybe invest in this one time and can reuse it over and over. So that's our premise. We're providing quality hair
Okay,
at reasonable
okay.
prices for all hair textures.
That's dope.
Come
Yeah, not for
on,
real.
Miss Business Woman. Hey, I love it.
So,
I love it.
staying on the money wave, we want to know your
I
opinion.
appreciate
I'm going
it.
to say 2 quotes, and I need you to let us know which one is more accurate. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, look. So, we have more money, more
hmm
problems, like
hmm
Biggie said, or money can buy happiness. Which do you agree with more?
Sheesh. And I honestly, that was really a hard question. Right now, I'm kind
Gotta
of
put you
That's
on
feeling
the
right.
more
spot.
money, more for sure. I think more money, more problems for sure, because as you're elevating yourself, your
Wow.
brand, your business, the responsibility grows, the expenses grow, and you just have to be
Mm-hmm.
mindful. But it's like what
Mm-hmm.
you pray for, what you ask for, is here. So you
Mhm.
gotta, handle that with some
Right,
care, and
right,
don't be
right.
mad
Me
because
and
this is
Son
what you
say all the
wanted.
time.
So
They say, to whom much is given, much is
Right.
required. So, when you get all of that, it's because we can handle it, right?
yes, come on.
Come on.
I know that's right.
100%. 100%. What my man Uncle Ben
So,
say?
great
Great power
responsibility, baby.
comes
Yes,
great
sir.
responsibility.
Every time,
Nice, dope.
every time.
But I wanted to jump back, about the business, about the music career. Talk to us a little bit about, like, where is the artist really getting paid from? Is it mainly the streams? Is
Mm,
it the shows? What's that looking like for the artist
mhm,
listening? And I get to the
mhm.
second question after you answer that one.
Okay, okay, that's a really good question. And truth be told, it varies for artists. I can speak from an independent lane. The streams is
Hmm.
definitely not it. That is probably just last on the list unless you have a major powerhouse behind you. I know we've heard about, fake streams and whoopty whoop, but definitely shows and opportunities such as this, appearances, brand deals is super important. People don't
Hmm.
understand that you don't have to be a major artist to have some brands behind you.
Come on.
User generated content, like you can really just DM or email your favorite brand and say, hey, I use your products, here's a few videos
Uh-huh.
on this. Boom, you got $5,000 right
Mm-hmm.
there, thousand
That's a
dollars right
gem
there.
right there.
So
Everybody
yeah,
listening, that's a gem.
for sure, for sure.
So have you tapped into that lane? Because I've recently got into that brand partnership, influencer for other brands, really
hmm
this year. You know what I'm saying? It's taken me 3 years since I
hmm
graduated college to get in this position. So have you tapped into that lane, and what would be some tips?
So if you can just show brands that, hey, I may only have 11K followers, but look at how many people are engaged with my stuff. And hey, I
Got you.
have used your products and this is a video I could use, and then, pitching it. And they want that because they need that authentic crowd. They don't want bots. They don't want, fake stuff. So it's, you could say, I got a solid 4,000 people that if I post this, they're going to buy or they're going to at
Yeah.
least click on your website. Like that's enough to get in the door for some places. You just got to shoot your shot,
Hmm.
really.
That's hey, we talking the same language. That's all it is. You really just gotta shoot those at all these companies. Get out the
hmm
people's DMs, but actually go hit the emails. Get on
Yes.
LinkedIn. Get a little professional with it. You know what I
hmm
mean? And
Yeah, for sure, for
some of them
sure.
things will really start to shake for you. So I think that's huge because even
Definitely.
even when we start FY Fly, like we knew we gonna have to keep this not PG, not
Yeah,
rated R, but like
for
in the
sure.
middle, PG-13, because we
Yeah.
For
feel some
sure.
sponsorship dollars coming. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we
Come
did it
on.
this way.
Definitely, definitely. People are only going to take you as seriously as you take yourself. And as long as you market your brand in the most
Nah, for
professional
real.
light, y'all got it. We
Oh,
all got
Fact,
absolutely.
it.
Love to see
fact.
it.
Let's dive into that marketing a little bit deeper because I think that's a huge point. Because there's so many talented people out here, and even including yourself, before you had that confidence in you, you
hmm
wasn't fully marketing. So talk about how
hmm
important that marketing is to success and reaching the goals that you want to become.
Oh, it's super important. My mentor has always told me, like, you can put out as much music as you want to, but if the same 2,000 people listening to it, you're not growing.
Hmm.
And I think a lot of artists are creative. We're so content driven. Like, I got to put out new, new, new. But are you growing your audience? Are
Yeah.
you marketing to the right demographic of people? Like maybe you should pause. I know I've taken some time off of music to look at, all right, what am I doing? Because sometimes I feel like it's a rat race. I'm just doing the same thing, repeat, repeat, repeat. How can I grow? And don't be afraid to ask people for help. I think that's a big thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you just want to be creative, but you're going to have to hire somebody that knows about the marketing, that knows about brand development. That way you're not just wasting your
Okay.
time or getting
And
frustrated
speaking
with
on
your
the
process,
growing
really.
and
Mm-hmm.
marketing piece of it, how important is it to actually network and meet people, collaborate? What does that do
Mm.
for the young artists listening now?
Well, I know you know this one being in Atlanta.
Oh, for sure. I was going to say that's everything. You know what they say? It's not what you know, it's who you know. And that is so, so real. I will say I am a shy person. Like I said, I switch back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, like, when it comes to business and getting things done, like, that shy stuff, you're going to have to put that in the back seat because who cares? You got to go let him, and this person can help you reach it. You better go talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
So just pushing yourself, always pushing yourself. I go out to a bunch of events out here in Atlanta. I get invited to places, and I used to not go places if I didn't have friends. Now I'm like, girl, I'm going to
Yeah.
go. Even if it's just for 10 minutes, I would talk to one person, give my card, and then I'm out.
Yes.
Like, no,
Okay.
Nah, that's all facts. Networking has really, me and my mom, we like to call it going from glory to glory. So I get
hmm
introduced to one person, impress them, then they be like, oh, I think you should meet this person. Go meet them.
Yep.
Oh, I got a class you could teach. Or I got this you could do. Do that, and it
Yes.
just keep on boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so that's huge.
Exactly. You never know who's connected, especially as an artist. Like you can be collabing with another artist and you don't know who their producer is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who their writer is. You don't know who their manager is. And next thing you know, you got a show. Next thing
Yeah.
you know, you in a room with Summer
Okay.
Walker. You
Okay.
never
Come
know. So
on.
it's important.
Yeah, even
hmm
even what you said about like, that shy stuff for networking when it comes to your careers, when it comes to your goals, like I understand being shy, but if your goals, if your career, if your passion is that passionate, is really that for
hmm
you, you gonna have to push that, that shyness, that
Yeah.
introvertedness to the side because I've always thought about it like this. I'm not gonna let my shyness or me being scared to go talk to one person. Like you said, you never
Yeah.
know who that one person could know or who they could actually be. So when you think about it, you like, dang, am I really gonna miss out on a
Mhm.
great opportunity for my career just because I was
hmm
shy?
Yes, yes. My
Right.
prayer is always, God, don't let me block my own blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes God will present stuff to you, but you get in your own
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
So that's always my prayer.
Oh man, you came on here and dropped some gems, gems, gems. Before we let you go, please tell us about any new projects you have coming up. What can we look forward to hearing from you?
Yes, yes. So I'm working on my fifth EP right now called And It's Still All Love. So
Okay.
expect that this summer. We got some singles dropping. We working, got some new music. And then, of course, the brand Seven Styles.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, go support that. Yeah.
Cool.
I love it. Let them know where they can reach you as well. Give them any final words, any final gems you got to drop on them, and let them know where they can reach you too.
Definitely. I would just say dreamers keep dreaming. Put some action behind those dreams, but just make it happen. You can find me at all platforms, social media, music at Mare the Singer, Mare the
No
Singer. So
problem. No
yeah.
problem. We
Yes,
appreciate you.
Thank you
ma'am.
guys.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for joining the show. Yeah, and dropping these
Of course.
gems.
I have
Oh
fun.
yeah, we gonna have to get you on the in person, John. Whenever we figure that out.
Yes,
That's gonna be
whenever.
hard.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming soon for sure. Especially you come down here to Florida. We're gonna have to do something in person,
I was
100%.
like, just let me know.
That's a bet. That's a bet. So, like I said, thank you so much for joining. For all the listeners, I truly hope y'all was able to pick up some gems that you can truly apply to your life. And make sure
Stay
y'all stay
invested.
safe and stay FYI fly. We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you all for listening to FYI Fly, the podcast, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in next week for more financial literacy insights with our special guest. Please visit our website, social media platforms, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at FYI Fly Podcast. That's FYI FLI Podcast. See y'all next week and stay fly.